Okay, so tonight is the night that I'm going to tackle building my new plant shelves. They're going to be going on this blank wall that we have here in our hallway. And I'm not sure if sorry, there's dishwashing happening in the kitchen. I'm not sure if I'm going to complete everything tonight. I hope to, but I have a feeling that I maybe won't. I'm just going to get everything started at least. And yeah, I'm so excited to get these shelves up. I ended up getting the vittsjo shelves from IKEA that a lot of people have. I think that they look really sleek and I've never had them before, so I'm excited to give them a go. And I'm also going to be trying out new grow lights. I ordered the Barina grow lights for these shelves. I feel like this is a really common setup that people have, so there's nothing revolutionary happening today, but I wanted to document everything anyways. So yeah, I have my boxes sitting on the ground. They have been sitting here for quite some time now, a few weeks at least. So let's just crack into them and start building. Okay, so it's a new day and I'm back working on this shelf setup. Right now, this isn't finalized or anything. I've just been kind of playing around with different size plants to figure out how I want to have this all set up in terms of the shelves and the heights of the shelves. These shelves are not adjustable, however, you can remove them. So that's what I've done here. I've just removed this bar and the glass, and that allows for larger plants to be in that section. So I think that I'm quite happy with it like that for that one. And I'm thinking that for the larger one, I'm gonna be taking out the bottom, like the second level, which would be the bottom glass piece. So that's what I'm just about to do. I should have probably thought about this beforehand, before I set these all up, because I do have to basically unscrew most of it in order to remove that metal bar. But it didn't take too long to do this one. I just did it, so I figured I would hop on here and just kind of explain what I'm doing. And I'm hoping that the grow lights are going to work out with this as well. Yeah, that's gonna be the next step after I do this. Maybe I should open the grow lights now and like look at how they are. I don't know if they're all wired together or what. So we have the grow lights here in these packages. So maybe I'll just crack into those. We'll take a look at what I'm gonna be working with, and then I'm gonna just continue setting everything up. Okay, so these ones are gonna be for the more narrow shelf right there. And they're just the 1 foot long Barina LED lights. I feel like I'm the last plant person to be trying out the Barina brand grow lights. I've never used them before, but I see so many people use them and love them. So I'm really excited to test them out. I just got these off of Amazon. I'll link everything I use in this video, of course, down below in the description box. But it looks like, okay, so they're not already like pre-wired together, which is good, which hopefully means I'll be able to kind of like, you know, skip a shelf, or I guess they could just be wired separately into the plug. I'm not sure, but this is good because my other grow lights that I got off of Amazon, which I'm using for my little propagation thing, my little propagation shelf in the office, that one, they're all wired together and you can't adjust it. So I like that these just come as the light strip, and then you can like set up the plugs however you want. So there's all the cords in here, and there's like a bunch of different hardware, zip ties, like it comes with a lot of different mounting options. And I think it comes with the sticky, like sticky mount thing, which is what I was hoping to use. So hopefully, yeah, it does. Yeah, so, okay. I'm glad I checked on that. I feel more confident in moving forward with my plan now. I might as well open the 2 foot ones while we're here just to take a look. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say that for the small ones, I got 8 of them. I'm thinking I'll do 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I was thinking of doing 2 on each shelf, but now that I've taken one out, I guess I'll just have an extra couple, or maybe I could even, yeah, we'll see what I do. And then this one, I got 2 8-packs, so there's 16 lights when it comes to the 2 foot ones. And again, my plan is to put 2 lights on each level, but again, I'm gonna take out a shelf, so I might have a couple extra. We'll see. Grow lights are never a bad thing to have extras of though, so that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start unscrewing my double wide shelf over there, and then we can move on with putting it back together and installing the grow lights. Okay, so this is how it has ended up looking. So I've removed one shelf from there to allow for larger plants, and then I've also removed one shelf from here. So I removed that front bar. I didn't really consider that this front bar was gonna have to stay. That's like, you know, it goes all the way up. It's just one piece, and it's obviously important for the integrity of the structure, but I still think it's gonna be fine, honestly. Like, there's still a lot of room in here. It probably won't even be very noticeable once this is all filled up with plants, but it definitely does look a little bit cleaner over here to not have any bar obstructing anything. So maybe something to consider if you're looking into getting any of these vittsjo shelf units. But yeah, I think we're all ready to start doing grow lights. I'm gonna make dinner now. I've got some things to do, and then hopefully later tonight I'll get a chance to hop back on here and finally finish this off. So I will see you then. Okay, I'm back. Just finished dinner. Sorry if you can hear the dishwasher in the background. It is dishwashing hour. I'm here with my cozy cup of tea to finish installing the lights now. I've done one shelf so that I could kind of figure it out for myself, and then we'll do one more together, and then I will throw the rest up and it'll all come together and we'll see what it's gonna look like. So I'll show you what I've done so far. Okay, so this is the pair that I've put up already. So I ended up just using 3 sticky things per each light. That's what it works out to for the amount that they give you in the box. There's 8 lights in here and I think 24 of the little sticky pads. Like I said, it comes with a lot of other stuff to mount them, but the sticky pads are just gonna work the best, I think, for this. So I did that, and I put this one pretty far forward because I want to encourage the leaves to kind of face out. So that's why this one is pretty far forward, and then this one is just, you know, kind of in the back half of the top there. I am gonna need to figure out some cord management solutions in terms of kind of making this look a little bit cleaner, and also the like daisy chaining of them. I thought I was gonna be able to connect down between shelves, but that connector that it gives you is not long enough, so I can connect the 2 that are beside each other, but I cannot connect the ones below. So I'm gonna have a separate power cord that needs its own separate plug-in for each shelf. So I'm definitely gonna need another power bar. I have a couple of outlets available on my power bar on my cabinet here, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna need another one. So that's something to keep in mind. And also, as you can see, these lights and the cord are white, and my cabinet is black. So if you get the white vittsjo shelves, then these are perfect for you. It's gonna camouflage really well. But for me, I really wanted the black shelves, and these lights are just white. It's really hard to find like these types of grow lights that come in black. At least I couldn't really find any. So I'm dealing with these white cords. I'm thinking of like, I don't know, I'm sure there's some way. I'll obviously have to make them a lot more tidy. And then I'm sure that there's some way that I can like put, I don't know, black electrical tape, or I don't know. I'm sure there's something out there that is going to help me to disguise these cords. So I'm not too worried about it. This one obviously needs to be like pinned up here somehow to kind of tuck it and hide it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you what I've done so far. And then I'm gonna move on to the second shelf there. So let's do that one together. So first things first, I'm going to get these out and then apply the sticky pads to them. And then I'm just grabbing my little connecting piece because I might as well do that right now too. Plug that into each end. I want to make sure it's really in there properly too. And then just for one of them, I'm gonna peel off the other side of the double-sided thing. Then we'll head over to our shelf. And I'm gonna start with the one that's a little bit further back. And I will stick it on. Gonna push. I'm just gonna do that a couple times, apply pressure so that it hopefully is not coming off. I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on these, at least for the first little while, until I trust them, you know? So now I'm gonna go ahead with the second one, peel our double-sided tape off. And then again, just go ahead and press it on once I feel like it's in a good spot. Try not to crack the glass. Oh. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So now I just need to add the power cord. And it only needs to be plugged into one of them because remember we daisy chained these together. So I'm just gonna do the back one. Okay, so now I have 2 shelves and 4 lights set up. I'm gonna go ahead and just speed through the rest so that I don't bore you with taking you through all of the steps. So I will see y'all when this is all set up. Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Yeah. Okay, y'all, so as you can see, I got all the lights put up. Now, keep in mind, this is not going to be the finished look. I have ordered cable sleeves, I believe it's called. It's like a black cover that I'm gonna try to use to disguise these wires a little bit. I'm gonna put that around and then I'm gonna clip them. I ordered cable clips as well, and I'm gonna try to just clip them to the shelves. So we're gonna try to clean it up a little bit. Those things aren't coming until Saturday, which is in 2 days, but I figured tonight I would try to just arrange some plants on here. I have this. Oh, I'm also waiting on my Casa Smart Plug power bar thing. I'm getting the same one that I have on my Mills Build, the 6 plug, so that I can set them on timers and everything. But right now I just have this one. So I'm just gonna use it for now just so that I can get the lights running. But I am waiting on a smart power bar. I don't wanna wait until everything gets here to start using this setup and to get the plants on here though. So tonight I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know if I'm gonna completely finish, like put all the plants on that I want to be on here, but I kind of wanna just play around and see what plants I can put on here. So I'm just gonna do that for a little bit. I did like the arrangement that I had right here the other night with my dragon scale and everything, so I'm probably gonna bring that back. But first, sorry, I got cut off, but I was just saying that I have not turned them all on yet and seen what this is gonna look like. So let's get them all plugged in.
There you go?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. lighten up.
Oh wow, honey, that's great.
I ordered like black cord sleeves and clips. I'm gonna try to like make it look nice. Holy smokes. Is that all of them? No, this one's not going. There we go. My goodness. We have lights. Wow. That is crazy. The plants are gonna love it. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to yet another day of this shelf project. Don't mind the fact that it's taking me like several weeks to complete this. It's just, yeah, it's been a little bit of a journey. So the last clip that you saw was me kind of experimenting with putting some plants on this shelf. I was going to try to completely fill the shelves up the other night and just be done with the plant part of it. But first of all, I was losing light, so it wasn't great for filming. And second of all, I decided to kind of just take that evening as kind of like, I don't know, just like, not brainstorming, but more of an experimental, just trying to visualize how I actually want this shelf to look, what plants I want to have on here, and just to kind of arrange things and just think it out a little bit. I feel like it's kind of hard for me to conceptualize things and plan them. Like I really need to just like get in there and see it in front of me. So that's what I did. I threw some plants on here and I moved things around. And now I have a much better idea of what I'm gonna be going for with this whole shelf. So today we are going to be completely finishing everything up. We're gonna put all of the plants on here. We are going to set up my power bar, which came in the mail, so I'm so excited. I'm going to be using this Casa Smart Wi-Fi power strip. This is the 6 outlet. This is the exact same power strip that I use for my Millsbo wide cabinet. I love it, works like a charm. This just hooks up to your Wi-Fi, and then there's an app on your phone where you can control everything and you can set schedules, so all the lights are going to automatically turn on. I'm not going to have to worry about anything. Super, super handy. So I'm excited to get that going. And then also in the mail, I got this black cord cover. This is just like a braided kind of nylon power cord cover. This is the cable sleeve, that's what it's called. So I don't actually know how much I'm gonna use this, but I wanted to have it on hand in case there are white wires that are gonna end up being really visible after I've pinned them all. I am gonna try to make this look as clean as possible. It is a bit of a struggle having the white wires and the white lights with the black metal shelf like I already mentioned, but I'm just gonna do my best and try to make it as nice as possible. I do have some of these little clips to control wires and kind of pin them the way I want them. And then I also ordered this backup pack. There's quite a few in here, but honestly, I'll use these for other projects as well, so it's fine. This as well, like there might be other wires that I can disguise with this. I'm thinking of my propagation shelf in the office. But anyways, so all of these things came in the mail, which is perfect, so I can officially complete this project today. One thing that I want to talk about, and one, I guess, update that I have in the past week or so that the shelves have been built and the lights have been mounted is the adhesive. So I'm always weary of these sticky adhesive situations when it comes to mounting grow lights in general, because I've had them fail before. I've had problems in both of my cabinets with the lights like staying mounted. So I had in my mind to just keep an eye on these. I've never used Brina lights before. I've never used the specific sticky things these come with. These lights are really lightweight, which is nice, but I just wasn't really sure what to expect. I will say that I do find glass to be a really difficult surface to get things to mount to as well. Like sticky pads just don't like sticking onto glass. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but in the past week, I have had 2 lights come down. So I'm gonna share with you what my solution is to that and what I honestly should have just probably done from the beginning. So take this as you will, do whatever you want with your setup. Last year I was having a lot of trouble with my grow light in my Millsbow wide cabinet, looking for a solution because it had fallen down on me. Tried magnets, that didn't work. Different adhesive had failed on me. I wasn't really sure where to go from there, and a plant friend suggested to me to use nano tape. So it's like this really thick, clear, almost like jelly-like tape, and it's really strong. I've been using it in my cabinet now for the past year, and the light has not budged, and the light in there is a lot heavier than these little lightweight ones, and there's also high humidity in my cabinets. So I feel very confident in this nano tape. So I went ahead and remounted one of the lights over there that came down, and then this one I still need to do, so I thought I would just do that one with you on camera. So with this nano tape, I'm gonna go ahead and do 5 strips on this long grow light. Probably overkill, but better safe than sorry. And the Brina adhesive only came with enough to do 3 on these big grow lights, and I kind of just had a feeling that that wasn't gonna be enough, so this stuff is gonna be better. Plus, I'm gonna put more, so I shouldn't have any more problems. And the one that I switched to the nano tape that's up on the cabinet already, that one has been perfectly stable since I did it. I'm just gonna cut them out and stick them on. I'll probably end up switching all of the lights to nano tape. I'm just not gonna do it today, but that is something that I would like to do just because I feel a lot more comfortable with the nano tape than just the regular adhesive. Just gonna push it on, make sure it's really bonded. And then there's little plastic that you remove. Oh my goodness, so the adhesive is still on here, so I'm just gonna remove that. So it seems like it stuck a lot better to the top of the shelf than it did to the grow light. Oh my goodness, it's left some residue. Okay, and then I'm just gonna press the light back on with the new adhesive. Feels really sturdy, so I'm just gonna hook these back up. Perfect. Okay, that's better. Sorry, I know that's kind of boring to talk about, but I feel like it's really important. I just like to feel confident in how everything's set up. I'm an anxious person. I like to take the precautions. I also don't leave my grow lights on when I'm not home and things like that. So I try to minimize any risks when it comes to electrical malfunctions, but yeah, okay. Now moving on to, actually I think we're gonna move on, I was gonna say something more fun, like the plants, but we have things to do before that. I'm gonna figure out my cord situation, so let me assess. Okay, so I just did a test trial with these connector, well I guess this one connector wire right here. So I covered it with the black cord cover just to make it look a little bit better. Otherwise it's just white wires bunched right up there. And I don't think that I'm gonna do this for all of them because I think for the other shelves, it's mostly gonna be covered by plants. But since this one is a little bit above eye level, you can look up and see that it's in there. It's quite obvious. And there's no plants on top of that covering it. So I wanted to try to blend it in just a little bit better, and I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like that worked pretty well. So I just put the cable sleeve. It's a little bit too short, but it's fine. I put the cable sleeve and then I just used the little clips. This is the one that came with the shelf. I think with this one came with the clips. But then I used the other clips that I ordered from Amazon, and it's much better because it makes it sit more flush. So I might switch the clip out. I don't know. But so that's how that looks, and especially from afar, it just looks a little better than this. because it would just look like white wires bunched up there instead. So I feel like the black is just a little bit cleaner. So I'm gonna do the same thing on that one. And I don't think I need to do it down there because it's really not visible because it's lower. Okay, this one looks really good. It looks even cleaner than the other one because it's not all like bunched because there's more space here. But like, what the heck? I'm very impressed with that, honestly. So much better. Okay, seeing how good that one looked made me want to redo this one and see if I could get it looking a little bit better. And I think that I did, so that's what I ended up doing there. It lays a little bit flatter and it's less noticeable, so I'm really happy with that. This is the tricky thing about filming like setup videos like this because I feel like it's very trial and error, but I'm just taking y'all along with me for the ride. So those are done. Now I'm gonna figure out the longer cables coming down. Okay, I just finished up with the cord management and I'm so happy with how this is looking. I feel like that just made it look so much better. Obviously, there's not plants on it yet, so things are gonna be less noticeable when there is plants, but I'm just really happy with how it looks. So I tried to run most of the cords coming out along the back here. Some of them are kind of have shifted a little bit, but most of the longer cords are hidden behind the posts, and then the other ones are just like clipped up out of the way so that they hopefully won't be noticeable once there's plants sitting on there. So nothing is hanging down or anything. This is a bit of a mess here. I'm thinking if I can put a plant that has like big leaves or something, I'm thinking maybe a crawler, or I'm not really sure. And it might take some time to kind of get it how I want it, like find the specific plant or grow out a specific plant that's going to work here to hide the power bar. But the power bar just kind of has to be sitting up on that level because this cord won't reach all the way down to the bottom without some type of extension. So it just works there to reach the cords on this side, the cords on this side, and the cords up there. But I'm sure I'll be able to, you know, arrange it so that it is less noticeable. And then this side, yeah, same thing, just cords pinned up and along the back side here. I feel like I did a pretty good job. Like I said, I'm really happy with how this is looking so far. I also set up my power bar, so it's all linked to my Wi-Fi, and these are all on a schedule of turning on at 5 a.m. and turning off at 7 p.m. So I'm really happy with that. I used so many of these. I'm really glad that I ordered this pack because I literally only have 2 left, And I even used some from the IKEA, like that came with the shelf as well. So I used a ton of clips, and it honestly took me a really long time. Like I've spent a good couple of hours just doing the cord management, but I think it was worth it. And I only have to do it once, and now it's gonna make such a big difference in the presentation of the shelf overall, so I can enjoy it for years to come, hopefully. But yeah, that's where I'm at. And if I do find any of the white cords really bothering me, I still have a lot of that cable sleeve left, the black cable sleeve, so I could always try to put more of that on, or, you know, like I said, I think it's gonna be a little bit of a work in progress. But now we are finally ready to put plants on here, so I'm so excited about that. You can see I've left the plants on this little shelf because I'm just happy with how this looks. I don't think I'm gonna be changing it. I don't really want this shelf to be too crowded. I mean, I guess I could put another one to like hide the cords a little bit better. I guess I could put another plant on there, but I'm gonna leave it like this for now, I think. And then there's always room for, you know, if I get some more plants, just saying. I'm just happy with how this variety looks. You know, we have the full alocasia and then a nice climber and then just a little Hoya in the front. I think that looks really cute, so I'm gonna be leaving that one. I guess we'll just do these one shelf at a time. So I'll go up here next. Right on this one, I think I'm just gonna be doing a bunch of smaller plants. I'm gonna put some of my new ones from Plant Haven Toronto. It's a nice spot for me to monitor them as well. Like it's just very noticeable for me walking by every day and looking at them. I'm going to put my Alocasia Black Velvet on this shelf because it just hasn't been getting enough light. Look at how long this petiole came out, which tells me that it's just reaching towards trying to find more light. So I'm gonna put it under these grow lights. Hopefully that will help. It's doing okay despite the lack of light. It looks like it's getting ready to push out a new leaf from here. It's definitely doing better than my other Black Velvet was. It's in a self-watering pot and the roots look really good. Ooh. You can see roots coming out of there. This isn't self-watering, just with a chunky soil mix. So kind of interesting to grow a plant this way, but so far so good. Anyways, I'm just gonna pop it towards the back here, I think. And then I have some of my new babies from Plant Haven Toronto. I unboxed these a few videos ago on my channel. So I have a variegated philodendron micans, which I still can't believe I have, and it's currently trying to push out a new leaf, so it's doing amazing. These are all just still in sphagnum moss. I think I'm gonna put them at the front so that I can really admire them. And then my Hoya Nicholsonier New Guinea Ghost doing amazing as well. It's actually pushing out new growth from down here, so it's very happy, thankfully. I'm only saying thankfully because my last one, so that guy is doing great. And then my Hoya Cystiantha is this one, and it's looking amazing as well. So I'm gonna have all these just, you know, front and center so that I can keep an eye on them. Once they get a little bit more settled, probably in September, I'll pot them up into a potting mix or whatever medium I'm gonna grow them in, but for now, they're just gonna hang out there in sphagnum moss. Oh, also my variegated alocasia from Plant Haven Toronto, I'm gonna put this gal on here as well. She just popped out. This is Alocasia Adora, and she just popped out a new leaf. Look at that. So I can't believe it. I've only had this plant for just over a week, and she's already put out a new leaf. Really, really excited about this one. Maybe I'll put her back there with the Black Velvet. Have a little alocasia moment back here. I think that's all I'm gonna put on this shelf for now. If I come across any other smaller plants that I wanna move up here, in the future, I might move some of my Pinguicula up here. I'm not really sure. I just don't want to overcrowd these right now, so I'm just going to leave it like this for now. It's really nice because I can really appreciate each individual plant. Something that I'm really excited for with this shelf is to be able to display some of my Anthurium, because I feel like I don't really have them displayed in my home. Most of them are either tucked away in cabinets, or this one was sitting in front of the window but facing the window, so I never really got to see it and appreciate it. So I'm going to be putting some of my Anthurium on here, well, at least this one for now. I do plan to transition some of my other ones out of my cabinet soon, so those will probably end up on this shelf too. But for now, I'm just gonna put this beautiful girl on here. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so beautiful. I'm so excited. Pop the tray underneath of here. Oh, that's gonna look so good. And then beside that, I'm going to put my Aglaonema Manila's Pride so that I can display her nicely as well. I really want to put some of my Syndapses on this shelf, especially some of my larger trailing ones like this. So I'm gonna pop this guy here. This was living in the bathroom, so I really didn't get to appreciate it that much. So I'm really excited to be able to see it out here. It's looking so gorgeous. Like the new leaves are coming in so silver and beautiful. This is Syndapsis exotica, and I'd struggled with this for honestly years. It's only just recently that it started really taking off and doing well for me. So yeah, I've really been appreciating this gal lately. Something else I'm really wanting to do with this shelf is find more creative ways to display plants on here. So using different cloches and things like that. So I have a couple like this. This is just one from IKEA. And it has my begonia Dracopelta in here. This plant was doing so horribly. I had it too close to the south-facing window, and it just kind of, it didn't really look scorched, but it just kind of died. So it's in recovery mode right now, but I think it's gonna be a lot happier under these grow lights. Not 100% sure where I want everything yet. Like I'll probably shift things around a little bit, but I'll just throw them on here for now. My Peperomia Parallel, which is getting quite bushy. Look at her, so cute. This is my new Syndapsis Blue, another plant that I recently hauled in my Plant Haven Toronto video, but I've already got this new leaf, which is so pretty. Another one on the way, and I'm also getting new leaf from that vine right there. I put it in this cute little pink pot. I thought that it really complemented this like silvery tone of foliage. I think that it just looks adorable in here, so I'm going to pop her here for now. This is my Silver Sword Dark Lord combo pot that has just been struggling basically since I planted it. I think I need to move this into a plastic pot rather than this terracotta. He's really doing the inchworm move right now, but I'm gonna stick him on this shelf as well. Maybe I might go over here actually, then it's not gonna be getting too much light since he is getting a little bit closer to the light there. You can see that these grow lights, or can you see? Yes, you can. These grow lights don't cover the complete length of these shelves, but I don't mind that because I can kind of prioritize higher light plants towards the center of the shelf and then lower light on the ends. So that's kind of what I'm keeping in mind as I'm arranging these also. A couple of Hoya. A lot of these plants that I'm putting over on this shelf are actually from my bookshelf in the bedroom, which I did a whole video on that shelf like, I don't know, a couple of months ago now, right after I moved. But I'm moving some of them out here because, I don't know, I just have the space to display them nicely out here. I mean, they were displayed okay in there, but I wasn't 100% happy with that shelf. It was more of just like a temporary thing. So I'm excited to be able to move those plants out here now. So we have my variegated Hoya Bella. Trailing plants are just gonna look so good here too, so I'm really, really excited to see them grow more. And then my Hoya Mathilde. My other Hoya Mathilde, my big one, doesn't grow under a grow light or in bright light at all. It's more of like in a low light situation, so I'm really excited to be growing one Hoya Mathilde under higher light and then one under lower, because it really does influence not only how the leaves look, but how often they bloom. My other one has never bloomed, and I'm pretty sure it's because it's not getting enough light, but it's okay with me because I love how dark the foliage comes in. But this one, I'm thinking maybe it will bloom for me. That'd be very fun. We have my Monstera siltepecana, which is basically just one long vine. I've been meaning to propagate this for so long. I also want to move it into a plastic pot because the terracotta is just not cutting it. It's looking really pretty though. Like the leaves are just gorgeous on this plant. And I really am happy with growing it trailing. Like I want it to obviously be a little bit more lush, but I just love the way that it looks trailing. So I think I'm gonna put this over here, have it coming down on this side. She needs a little TLC, but for now, it's fine. Thinking that I might put my Hoya quinquenervia up here as well. I just had a thought to put my Hoya multiflora on this shelf so that I can really admire her blooms because she's blooming all the time. These are gonna open any day now, and these also actually. She's got a bunch on either end, so it would be nice. I mean, I don't know if she's gonna fit on this one, but it would be nice if I was able to have her on here. And it looks a little crowded, doesn't it? She could go. I'm gonna set her down for now and we'll think on this one. Okay, definitely putting my Ripsalis paradoxa on here because this is another one that I just don't feel like I get to appreciate enough, and it's gonna look so cool trailing down, so I think I'm gonna put it here for now. So cute. Oh, I love it. I think I'm gonna have a little begonia moment over on this section. This is one of my newest ones and I am in love with it. This is from North Shore Tropicals. It's called Begonia Irene Nuss, and it just has the most beautiful sheen to it. Like, it's so shiny. This isn't the right lighting to show you, but I think you can even still see, like, it literally glistens, and it also has silver markings on it. So, oh my goodness, I just love it. This one got crisped by my south-facing window. Story of my life lately. But you can see some of the silver that's on it. It's just so pretty. So I'm going to keep her here for now. Looking cute. And my begonia lucerne right beside her over here. Oh my goodness, it looks so pretty. So many roots too. I'm gonna be able to pot this up soon. I got this recently in a trade and I'm obsessed. And then another new begonia that I got recently. I know. I just can't help myself with these cane begonias. They're usually really affordable and they're just so pretty. So this one, what is this called? Fanny Moser, I think? Yeah. So she has this really dark foliage with beautiful spots, and then the back is really red. So like perfect fall time vibes, honestly. She's just gorgeous. I had to get her. I got this when I ordered a bunch of supplies with Crystal Star Nursery. Like, I stocked up on some of my potting mixes and things, and I saw that they had this begonia and it was only $12. So I was like, you know what? I need to just add this into my order. Give you a little closer look at just how cute they all are. Probably put her like that. I love this little area. I don't know what's gonna go behind. I probably should have done that first, but I got too excited about the begonias. Okay, I think I'm gonna put my Hoya prick tie in the back. Has these really big leaves. I think it'll appreciate the light as well. It has a new leaf coming in, the first one. It looks kind of weird. This guy was drying out a lot, so I think that that's maybe why that one's coming in weird. But we also have this happening, which I'm honestly kind of shocked that this is blooming for me because this is a really new Hoya. I haven't had it for very long. This is only the first leaf it's put out for me. And yeah, this just, I was very surprised. It was trying to bloom right after I got it, and then they didn't make it, and now it's doing it again from the same peduncle. So it just really wanted to bloom. They're not open yet. Really excited to find out what they're gonna look like though. Anyways, I'm just gonna sneak him back here. It's so crazy how the flowers are right at the end of the peduncle too. Like, it just looks wild. Like, he's there and then the peduncle is all the way over there. Okay, I'm gonna move my begonia bowl with my Begonia Botanicas 1 in here. This is my kind of makeshift terrarium. It's a bowl with a, what's it called? Acrylic plastic lid that I ordered on Amazon. However, this fit perfectly. This disc, I measured it and ordered the right size and everything, and it fit like a dream. But this plant was living in front of my south-facing window, and it completely warped the plastic, like the heat and the sun. So it was kind of curling up, and it wasn't like functioning as a lid anymore. It wasn't retaining the humidity or anything. So I've had to add just a couple little pieces of tape to hold it down, which kind of sucks. Like, I didn't even think about that happening, but it did. So maybe I'll order another one to replace it eventually, but for now I just have the tape on it. Anyways, I think that this shelf is going to be a good spot for her, and I also just like the way it's displayed in here. I think that it looks really cute. So I'll pop her there, push this back, and I think I want that there. I think I'm going to put my Syningia Leucotricha on here as well, because again, this is another one that just lives on the windowsill and I really don't get to appreciate, and this is one that's just so unique, and I was so excited to be able to admire it all the time when I bought it, but I just haven't really been able to because it's literally just been like pressed up against the window. But I'm gonna stick it right here. Look at how cute he is. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Maybe I'll move it, I'll kind of stagger them so I can just appreciate them all, you know? We'll do that. Okay, I just thought of something to add to this shelf. My variegated Thanksgiving cactus. She can be displayed nicely. Oh, yes, this is exactly what this shelf was missing. Look at her. Oh, I love it. Look at her. Beautiful. And then down here, I'm wanting to put more of my taller plants, of course, so I'm gonna squeeze him back here. Okay, I was trying to put my Epino ID here and it looked so beautiful and filled this corner of the shelf perfectly, but it was literally almost touching the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my little silver sword there instead. This is gonna grow quickly anyways. I'll need to extend the pole soon, and it'll be able to stay here for quite a while, and I'll be able to see it more because it's just tucked away in my cabinet right now. I'm sure it'll do just fine out in regular room humidity too. These are really tough, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick her there. And lastly, I'm gonna pop my little Manila's Pride Aglaonemas in here. So this is an overview of how everything is looking so far. That one is pretty full, looking amazing. And then over here, so I still have room down here, and then at the tops of everything as well. Maybe I'll move this Hoya Multiflora onto this shelf since we have so much space to fill still. And it's kind of long, like it kind of works well there. Okay, I was just carrying this Syndapsis and it got caught on something, and this is what happened. Kind of sad since this was a pot that I painted last year. R.I.P. Anyways, it looks like it was due for a repot anyways, so. Wow, okay. This was the Satin Jade Syndapsis. Really pretty. Hopefully it's okay. have some plant charms that I haven't put back on my plants since I moved, so I figured that I should use them to decorate the plants on here because they're gonna be very visible and I think it's just gonna make it look so cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that with some of the vines that are coming down. They're so cute though. I showed these on my vlog channel a couple months ago, but like little disco ball, little mushrooms, flowers, and all sorts of different crystals. So I'm so excited to put these on my plants. Okay, I think that we're finished. It's so exciting to see this all put together. I've spent many hours working on this now and I'm just so happy with how it looks. We have to turn on the lights. Okay, so this is the final result. It looks a little more aggressive on camera than it does in person. The lights really are not, they don't feel bothersome at all. They're looking a lot cooler toned, at least on my screen, but in person they're a very nice warm yellow. Oh, some of them aren't on. The heck, we missed some. Oh, it's because I kept bumping these switches. There we go. I'm gonna have to pull this out from the wall just a little bit so that doesn't happen. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, these are the yellow. They sell two different temperatures of these lights. They have a pink white and then they have a warm yellow, I think it's called, and I got the warm yellow. So they're not giving off like as sterile as a vibe as it looks on my camera. They're more of just like a nice cozy shade of light. But yeah, this is how it looks. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with it. It makes me appreciate my plants and fall in love with them even more. Just having them displayed like this, like it honestly just makes me so happy. And I haven't had the space in the past to do like a nice big full plant shelf setup. So I'm so grateful to have this in my home. It just, oh, it's looking so good. And look, next to the Mills bow, like how beautiful. I'm in love with it. I honestly couldn't be any happier. So this is right in my hallway slash living space. So it's something that I'm definitely going to be around and seeing. I'm trying to give you like a further back look at it. There you go. The lights are definitely warmer. Yeah, it's showing up a little bit warmer now on camera. They're definitely warmer than the lights in my Mills bow, but honestly, it doesn't bother me. It looks fine. They're both their own separate little ecosystems. So yeah. I hope that y'all like this as much as I do. Let me know your thoughts. I am just so excited to have plants on here and to watch them grow and to see how they do under these grow lights because I am new to these grow lights. Like I said, I've never used them before, but I've heard so many good things, so I'm sure that my plants are gonna love them. But yeah, I guess this will be the final look. It's always hard to show grow lights on camera. Like it never looks like it does in person, but yeah, I'm just so happy with everything. How many times can I say it? I don't know. And all of the plant charms, like, oh my goodness. I'm just in love. I'm just in love.
yeah, I ended up repotting my Syndapsis into this blue pot, which is actually really cute. I just picked that up from the dollar store in a recent Patreon video. I did like a planty shopping video where I went to a few different stores picking up plant supplies and some plants, and I found these at the dollar store and it's really cute. I like the color blue, so I'm glad I got to use that already. Anyways, yeah, like I said, this is gonna change as time goes on. So you will see updates in the future, and there's also just like a lot of open space as well still, because, you know, these plants are gonna grow and I might move more plants onto here. I mean, I'm sure I will. But yeah, we have lots of room to evolve over time, which is always nice. I really feel like taking out a shelf in these two sections just changed the game for me. I don't think I would have liked it as much if I couldn't have some of my larger plants on here too. But since I have these sections where I can have taller plants, I appreciate it so much more, because I do a lot of climbing plants and also a lot of my plants are getting bigger and bushier. So it's just nice to have these like larger pockets. Anyways, I guess that finally concludes this video. I feel like this project has been going on forever and ever, but I've really enjoyed it and I'm just thrilled with the outcome. So it was well worth all of the work that I put into it. Thank you so much for watching and for coming along with me. Make sure you leave me a comment down below. I would love to chat with you. Also, like this video if you like it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.